Well, welcome to today's conversation with Mr. BillClinton Ngereso, a teacher at Crawford International School, a young teacher, ambitious, and really loves his job. Today we want to talk about the World Mental Health Awareness Week, and having a conversation with the teacher will just give us a little bit of insight from a teacher's perspective about mental health. In addition, October at Crawford is the bullying prevention month, and so we'll also talk about that. Well, it's interesting to see a young, professional like you, really passionate about mental health. In your opinion, what would your role be as a teacher in promoting the mental health of students or even colleagues?
So as an individual and also as a teacher, mental health can be promoted within our learning institutions, and it all starts within the classroom environment. So looking at a specific or different teachers, we need to create a positive learning environment within the classroom, and even a positive working environment within the school environment, so that students feel safe coming to schools, students feel safe being in class, and even creating that collaborative working relationship between students and parents.
Wow. Well, I like the bits where you've said just going that extra mile, so that if someone tells you I'm fine or I'm not fine, someone can say I'm fine, but they're really not fine. And if you're keen, especially as a teacher, you can tell, no, that student, something isn't right. Yeah. Or some will be bold enough and tell you they're not fine. And so as a teacher, you go out of your way to call them, follow up, on Teams, and get to talk to them and just really understand what is going on. So what I hear you say is that teachers really have a great responsibility in ensuring that the students that are in their hands are actually well. Yeah, that's a great, a tall order, I must say.
Thank you.
A tall order, but I know you're all doing a great job. In your opinion, what is the role of counselling in a school? Again, putting you on the spot.
No problem. So, counseling, and generally the counseling department, it's a support system within the school. Without counseling, without the counseling department in a school setup, then it becomes a challenge for teachers, for students, even to interact together, to work together, and even sharing some information that might be crucial or sensitive information to others. So as a counseling department, it's all about support. I'm sure as a counselor, you've done all these, supporting teachers, supporting students, and even supporting parents. So you are in between the teachers, the school, and the parents, just to ensure that some of the things or activities we do in school resonates very well with students and even parents, and even just supporting them, maybe career-wise, maybe emotional-wise, psychological issues that might arise here and there. So the counseling department within school plays a major role in supporting all the three sectors that support a school system.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's a great answer. Now, Bill, you may be aware also that at Crawford, this is Bullying Prevention Month, or some people would say the Anti-Bullying Campaign Month.
Yeah.
Yeah. In your experience, just talk about bullying.
It's very important for us to find ways in which we can support our students to know how well they can live with each other, how well they can incorporate each other in their learning activities, in their gaming activities, and all that. So yes, bullying happens everywhere, but now it depends with the percentage of bullying that happens at that particular point. And yes, it can go to that extreme end, and that's really something we need to talk about every time we should not hide things to do with bullying, so that we have that support system both in school, at home, and even within our family.
What advice would you give the students? You know, because they're the ones online. We give them assignments, they keep on working online. Parents can't always be there with them. So how do we help them cope with online bullying or deal with that issue?
It's very important, as I said earlier before, let's educate our young ones, our students, our kids on the kind of bullying that happens in the society today, and of course the online bullying during this COVID time. It's important for us to share with them and just support them, looking at ways in which we can advise them, and even ensuring that they come out, share what they are going through online. It can be sharing with a teacher, sharing with a caregiver, sharing with a parent or any person they are very close to, so that all these people that support our young ones or our students are able to know what exactly is happening. So to students, it's really important to come out, share what you are going through, and through that we are able to support you as parents, as teachers, as counselors, to cope up and find out better ways in which we can continue working together.
Okay. I know most students fear speaking up because they feel maybe the bully will now come after them more aggressively. But speaking up is the beginning of a sense of power, gaining power over what is happening to them. And usually, we focus on the victims, but then there's the other party, which is the bully, who also needs help. Maybe they don't understand what bullying is doing to the other person. And so they need a gentle voice just to walk them through and begin to understand that when you do this kind of thing, you're hurting other people. And it's surprising that most bullies actually struggling with certain personal issues. So it's important to show them compassion as well. I know when you're being bullied, you feel, no, this person needs to be bullied also, but that's not the way to go about it. So Bill, you're a teacher. Why don't you just say something to the teachers, to your colleagues, about the World Mental Health Awareness Week, the activities we have? Would you like them to participate? Or do you guys just want to sit and teach and shut your laptops and rest? And then also about bullying.
As teachers, it's very important for us to dive in this issue of bullying and even mental health, because that is now the center of what we teach in class. So looking at all that, if a student has a positive mindset, that is as a result of the support system he or she is receiving from teachers, from parents, and even from the school counseling department, including fellow colleagues within the student fraternity. So as teachers, I urge all of us to come together, work together, and support our students, our school, in terms of looking at how best we can handle the issue of bullying, we can handle the issue of mental health, and that will really be helpful for we as teachers, just to ensure that whatever we are delivering in class is captured in a better way.
Wow. Coach, you said that teachers are at the center of of the system. And so they play a critical role. Thank you so much, BillClinton, for agreeing to have this conversation and have an educated month about mental health and about speaking up against bullying. Thank you. Bye.